Weronika Bajpinski, head of fragrances, designer fragrances for the Estee Lauder companies and Aramis. Have you always been passionate about fragrance? How did you get to this place?
It's very interesting because I fell into it by chance. I wanted to be an interior designer, and my parents were terrified at the idea of me going into a creative path and starving to death. I ended up at a very young age at L'Oréal in Paris, and one of my first positions was in fragrance, and after doing a little bit of makeup. And when I started to work on fragrances, I immediately fell in love with it.
Well, one I know that you are responsible for is DKNY Be Delicious, which is my college fragrance. I wore this all through college, and I put it on this morning, and I have such a scent memory.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Can you tell me, just to give an example of how the development process is, let's use that as an example. So how did you translate this Donna Karan's Essence of New York into a fragrance? How did that happen?
You just mentioned it. It's Donna Karan Essence of New York. And basically, the first step you do in any work on fragrance is basically understanding the equity of the brand, understanding the system of value of the brand. And so when we looked at DKNY, in the name DKNY, you have Donna Karan, which represents something very specific and very tangible. And then you have New York. One day I look at the apple and I said, but my God, this is it. New York symbol is the apple. I never knew why.
Oh, so the apple wasn't there from the beginning. The apple came in.
In the process. And I was like, I never knew why the symbol of New York is the Big Apple. But the reality is that when you think of it, all of that, living life to the fullest, maximizing who you are, is like biting into an apple. And so the apple became the symbol of that fragrance. And from there, the execution of this whole platform was very easy. So we're going to smell Be Delicious. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you smell Be Delicious, the first thing that comes to your mind is,
well, college, but the apple. I mean, the apple is
apple. Yes.
I don't know if that's a visual thing. I mean, obviously that's a visual cue, but it's there.
It's not just a visual cue. In fact, this fragrance contains the first ever natural apple extract ever made in the fragrance industry.
So we were curious what scent you wear. What fragrance do you wear? Do you wear a particular fragrance? Do you change it up? You have all of these children, right, that you've worked on over the course of your career.
The funny thing is that I mostly wear the things that I'm currently working on. Because you
to immerse yourself in what you're
because
doing?
you need to really evolve the scent that you're working on, and there's no other way than really truly wearing them. Whatever it is that I work on, do I like it personally or don't I like it personally? What I'm trying always to achieve is excellence in quality, and I never compromise on quality.
Would you say you're living your dream? Is this a dream career path for you, even though it's something that you sort of fell into against your parents' wishes?
Yes, it's a dream. And I do believe, and pardon me for trying to be a little bit of philosopher today, but I do believe that you make your position, that you put into your work what you want your work to be. And if you have that capacity, then any job can be a dream.